I recently redesigned a space for a client with no cameras, no pressure, just pure creativity. And during that process, I remembered why I started creating in the first place. So in today's video, I'm sharing how this project helped me to reconnect with the gift I thought I'd put down for good and why I'm creating just for me now. This comeback is personal, and I really hope that it inspires you in some way. Well, hello, YouTube family. I thought I'd said goodbye for good. If you'd asked me back at the beginning of the year, I probably would have told you there was an 85% chance that my YouTube channel was done. But over the past several months of quiet time and prayer and reflection, I have learned a couple of very important lessons. Most importantly, when God gives us gifts, He intends for us to use them. And the truth of the matter is, I am a creator at heart. So whether that's with interior design, decorating Christmas trees, or bringing you informative videos, that's what my gift is. This break has also taught me that it's important for me to understand how to ignite that gift and share it with you on my own terms, and it has nothing to do with what the algorithm says that I should be doing. So first things first, I'm going to share a recent project that is near and dear to my heart, and it really helped me to understand that, one, I wasn't done sharing my gift, and two, how much I love being creative. And then at the end of this video, I'll talk to you about how this channel will look and what it will look like moving forward. So let's get started. Okay, so I'd love to give you some backstory on this project before I walk you through everything. My client was craving warmth and calm and a bit of soul in her home, and definitely some updating. She had just come through an incredibly difficult season in her life. She lost her husband to cancer and was beginning to navigate through life in a very different way. When she invited me into her home, it was really a turning point for her, and she was ready to move into that next chapter, even if it was with a really tender heart. But she trusted me to create a space that felt peaceful and welcoming, a space that reflected not only where she'd been, but where she was going. So every decision I made, every texture, every color, every layer was guided by that intention, to give her a place where she could breathe deeply, feel held, and start fresh. So let's start with the biggest design challenge of this project, which was lighting or lack of it. The front part of this home faced the south, and the east side of the home only had one window, and it often felt just dark and cave-like throughout the day. That meant we had to be incredibly intentional about the paint selection. So I ended up choosing a shade by Sherwin-Williams called Neutral Ground. It's a soft, creamy neutral that brings in just enough warmth without going too yellow or muddy. So if you're choosing paint for a low light space like hers, here are a few tips that I always follow. Number one, sample extensively, and I mean on every wall. The lighting shifts throughout the day, and what looks soft in the morning may feel cold by the evening. Number two, always consider your fixed elements in the room. So your countertops, your flooring. The paint has to play nicely with what's already there and you're not planning on changing. Also, if you're working in an east-facing room, remember, those spaces get beautiful morning light, but they can turn cool and shadowy later in the day. So steer clear of anything too gray or blue, unless that's just the vibe you're going after. In this case, Neutral Ground gave us just enough light and lift to brighten the room while still feeling calm and grounded, which is exactly what she was looking for. Our next big project and a big part of the budget went to updating a lot of the electric in the home. There was a big lack of lighting, especially in that back side of the house where there's not a lot of natural light. We used a company called Always Faithful Electric. I cannot recommend them enough. They were absolutely fantastic. They are a VA-owned company. They are prompt. They are courteous. They are reasonable. We installed some additional LED lighting. We updated her switch plates and panels. We updated her ceiling fan. I added some lighting here over the bar. We could have gone with pendant lights, but I chose not to because the client wanted the room to feel open. These lights are dimmable, so if she wants to use overhead lighting, but she doesn't want it too bright, she can dim them. It really was a game changer. And then we also updated her ceiling fan. Her ceiling fan is a non-negotiable. Hey, we live in Florida, I get it. But I did want something that kind of fit into that new lighter, brighter, neutral aesthetic. So this is what we went with. I'll have it linked for you. And this is a before look of the fireplace wall, which was probably my favorite part of the entire redesign. Early in the process, I asked my client what one dream feature was that she would love to have in her new space. And without hesitation, she said a fireplace. That made me so excited because nothing brings instant ambiance and warmth to a room like a great fireplace, even here in Florida. Because her ceilings are 9 feet tall, I went with a vertical shiplap design to draw the eye up and give the room a sense of height and intention. I finished it off with a bold, beautiful color from Sherwin-Williams called Before the Storm. Moody, rich, and full of character. Instantly became the heart of the room and her favorite addition to the home. I hope she enjoys it for years to come. I'm already imagining how cozy it'll feel during the holiday season. And with that part of the project complete, it was time to style the family room. I think my client was most excited about this part. To ground the space and define the seating area, I started with a gray area rug, always one of my favorite design tricks for creating warmth and cohesion in an open concept room. I found this one at HomeSense. Can't really see the color there, but you can see the excitement of my client's face when her sofa arrived. In fact, we were both pretty excited. I started getting really excited because this project was starting to come together and we could all see it. Now, to keep the room feeling curated and inviting, I layered in bolder blues and greens to break up the neutrals and tie in the tones of the fireplace. I also mixed materials from cozy throws to warm woods and metal finishes, playing with shape, scale, and texture to add depth. And finally, I stumbled upon this stunning swan artwork and centered everything around it. She's more than decor. She represents my client stepping into a new season of strength, softness, and self-assurance. Now moving on to the front of the home. This was an area in her home that really wasn't getting much use. It was kind of a catch-all. And when I asked my client, again, what is a dream feature that you would like maybe to incorporate in this space, she wasn't sure, but one of her family members actually suggested a wine bar. Hello, genius. So that was definitely one of the features that we were going to incorporate. But this is the first area you see when you walk into the home. So I really wanted it to feel bright, open, and welcoming. And one of the easiest, simplest ways to do that, especially in a space with limited natural light, is to use mirrors strategically. So by placing mirrors across from windows and light sources, I was able to bounce light around the room and make it feel much more open and airy. I love the look of the wall sconces, which are not hardwired, by the way. I installed them myself. I found them on Amazon. They come with a remote, but it really just softened the entry. And now this entryway space is a beautiful focal point. It's layered with clean lined furniture, soft lighting, sculptural greenery to draw you in with warmth and intention. Moving over to the other side of the room, I definitely got rid of the light fixture and I installed some molding on this wall. I actually did it myself. It was really easy. I found a pre-cut kit on Amazon. I'll make sure to link that for you. And of course, we updated the chandelier. I added a soft window treatment and we updated her existing furniture to something a little more modern. Now, the backstory on this artwork, when I saw these pieces at HomeSense, I screamed. I called my client. I told her, these are coming home. I don't know where they're going, but we're going to get them. There's a very similar artwork at Pottery Barn for maybe like triple the price. So these had to come home, and I think they were perfect for this wall. And then finally, the wine bar. This is another favorite part. It was pretty easy. It was a matter of me finding some gorgeous countertops. So once I had those picked out, I found her some beautiful cabinetry and had it installed. And then I found a really nice wine cooler. I found that on Wayfair. I'll link that for you. But overall, now this entire room is just so much more of a functional space that she can use to entertain and enjoy. And I hope you enjoyed seeing this design concept come to life. My client is thoroughly enjoying her new space, and it's been such a joy to help her create a home that feels like a true reflection of this new season that she's stepping into. In my opinion, thoughtful design goes beyond just choosing pretty things. It's really about creating environments that support your lifestyle and your energy and your peace. All right, so I hope you enjoyed that interior redesign as much as I did, and maybe that you walked away with a couple of tips. So now I'm going to share just a couple of changes that I'll be making to the channel. If you've been with me for a while, you know that at the beginning of the year, I said that there was a very strong chance that I wasn't coming back to YouTube. It actually felt good to step away with grace and just take some time to think about, what this channel was for. The joy that it not only brought to me, but to you guys, and how I could use it to help others moving forward. And the biggest takeaway is that my creativity is not based on the algorithm. I was so busy trying to please the algorithm and post more frequently than I could, and do all these things that just weren't in alignment with what the message was from this channel, that I got completely burned out. I wasn't enjoying it anymore. I didn't look forward to it, and I just had enough. So in my comeback era, I am only going to produce content as I am inspired to do so. That could be once a month, that could be once a week, that could be every few weeks. I don't really know yet, but I do know that my channel is going to be more spirit-led moving forward, and I'm not going to force myself to perform because I'm trying to hit all these metrics. It's just not good for me, for my health, and it just, at the end of the day, I'm not giving you the quality that I would like to give you if I'm doing that. So it turns out that this wasn't really a break at all. It was a boundary that needed to be set, and I'm happy that I've set it. So, a lot of you are already talking about Christmas. I'm thinking about it too. So yes, I will be doing a couple of fall videos and definitely some Christmas videos. But again, it's gonna be on my terms, on my time, and ultimately to give you the content the way that I wanna give it to you. So stay tuned for that. I want to say thank you to all of you that hung in there with me over the past several months. And to let you know that it truly blesses me to know that I'm a blessing to you. So thank you for that. I will see you again soon. Now it's your turn. Leave a comment. Let me know some things that you may be looking forward to from my channel. I am going to be focusing a little bit more also on some lifestyle tips with lifestyle over 40. So, salt and pepper hair and dressing over 40 and those sorts of things. But ultimately, I will stick to how I built this channel, which was home decor, interior design. So let me know in the comments, have you set any recent boundaries that you're excited about? Let's share. That's what we're all about here, helping each other, inspiring each other, and loving on each other. So thank you again for watching. Until next time, love and peace.